Hello, and welcome to the tutorial on the Image Property button on the CK Editor using the Luggage ISU platform. So there is already a tutorial on how to upload images, so we're going to start after that point. We'll go ahead and insert that photo into our text box, and then go ahead and click the image button on the very far right of the menu. Alright, so in this box we can see a general preview of what the image will look like in the context that it's in. This top button or top box is the alternate text. This is what screen readers will read, and this is the same as when you originally uploaded your image, so there will already be some text in that box, but you can change it here if you so desire. This next part we'll look at the width and height boxes. If I uncheck this button on the right, this lock button, if you notice I changed the width, the height stays the same. You don't want to do that. You can run the risk of distorting your image. So let's reset that using the circular arrow on the right and click the lock button. Now if I enter a value into the width, it will automatically change the height so the image is scaled appropriately. It doesn't get distorted or stretched out in any weird way. So make sure the lock button is always clicked. Next we'll look at border. If you enter a value here, that will add, in this example, a 2-pixel border. But in a lot of cases borders don't look very professional, so we will not worry about borders at all and leave that blank. The H space and the V space, this is the vertical padding or vertical and horizontal space between the image. So if we add a value there, in this case 5 pixels, it will put a little bit of space on the top and bottom all around the image. This next part we'll look at the alignment. In some ways that can get a little wonky. You just kind of have to experiment with your content and what works, but right now we'll leave it as the default that says not set. We'll look at the link tab. Here you can enter a URL you wish the image to link to when it's clicked on. In this case we'll put the people page that's part of the site for an example and have it open in a new window. Alright, let's go ahead and save this and see what it looks like. We do have a little bit of weird spacing going on with this text, so we'll go ahead and see if we can adjust that and make it look better. So let's put two returns underneath this image so the text starts out on its own line and not after the image. And that looks much better. And just note that is the default setting for the image. It will be on the left with no text wrap. If we want to change where the image is positioned, we can hit this alignment menu again, and let's try positioning it on the left and just see how that looks. Click save, and there the image is wrapping, and in some cases this would work, but we have this block quote, and since the styling has that yellow line and it's on the left, it puts a weird gap between the two, and we don't want that. So we'll go ahead and change that. Let's try aligning it on the right. Click OK and save. And there the text is wrapping, but that looks much better than aligning it on the left because it doesn't get in the way of that block quote. But there is that awkward space at the top of the page, so we're going to get rid of that return and save it. And there at the top of the text lines up with the image, and that looks pretty nice. I could leave it that way. But let's try putting it back to the default alignment for the end of this tutorial. Set it back to default, click OK. You notice the text is not wrapping, and we'll click save. So that would also be an option that looks good for this particular page. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you'd like to learn more about Luggage ISU, visit luggagedocs.info. This tutorial was made by Iowa State University Extension and Outreach IT in conjunction with Iowa State University Biology IT. Thank you.